It was around 1:20 a.m. when Daniel finally left work. He wasn't supposed to stay that late. He was just covering for a friend who couldn't make his night shift. He managed a small convenience store just outside a rural town in Pennsylvania. Quiet place. Almost too quiet after dark. The drive home should have taken no more than 25 minutes. Just a straight shot through a wooded back road called Ridgeway Hollow. Locals always said that stretch of road was cursed. Daniel had heard the stories growing up. Ghostly figures, people vanishing into thin air, cars that disappear, but he never took them seriously. He was a practical guy. Worked hard, paid his bills, didn't believe in that kind of thing. That night, though, something felt off. The moment he pulled out of the store lot, he felt this strange pressure in his chest. Not pain, just a tightness, like something heavy was sitting there. Maybe it was the long hours, maybe it was the cold. The temperature had dropped fast, and the fog was starting to roll in low, clinging to the pavement like smoke. He turned onto Ridgeway Hollow and flicked on his high beams. The trees on both sides of the road looked like they were leaning in, like they wanted to listen. There were no other cars, no streetlights, just the occasional deer sign and the sound of his tires crunching on gravel. He was about halfway through the stretch when he saw something that made his foot ease off the gas. A figure was standing in the middle of the road. At first he thought it was just a deer or someone walking a dog. But as he got closer, the silhouette took shape. It was a man. Thin. Still. Facing away from the car. Daniel slowed to a crawl, rolled down his window halfway. "Hey, you all right?" No answer. He honked lightly. Still nothing. The man didn't even flinch. Daniel inched the car forward, headlights now illuminating the guy fully. He looked wrong. His clothes were old, like from the 70s. Ripped jeans, a jacket too thin for the cold. His hair was long and matted. He wasn't moving, not even breathing as far as Daniel could tell. Something in Daniel told him not to get out. Every instinct screamed drive around him and go. But the guy might be hurt, or mentally unstable, or worse. What if he was about to walk into traffic? So Daniel parked, left the engine running, grabbed his phone and flashlight. No signal. He stepped out slowly. Fog wrapped around his legs. His breath hung in the air. "Sir, do you need help?" Still no answer. He was 5 feet away now. The man hadn't turned around. Daniel raised the flashlight. That's when the man spoke. But it wasn't speech. It was more like a whispering sound. Quiet. Too quiet. Like dozens of voices at once, murmuring something he couldn't understand. Daniel froze. And then, in one sharp, unnatural movement, the man turned around. His face was pale, lips cracked. But it was the eyes that hit Daniel the hardest. Wide, unblinking, like he hadn't slept in years. There was something hollow about them, like they were looking through him. And then the man smiled. Not a warm smile, not a friendly one. Just empty. Like someone imitating a smile without knowing what it means. Daniel's body locked up. For a second he thought he was having a panic attack. The man opened his mouth, and what came out wasn't words. It was a sound like static. Loud, violent, like every TV in the world tuned to dead air all at once. Daniel stumbled back, dropped his flashlight, and then everything stopped. No fog, no sound. The man was gone. Just gone. Daniel turned in circles, flashlight beam cutting through the trees. Nothing. No footprints, no rustling. Just empty road. He ran back to the car and slammed the door shut. His hands shook as he started the engine. He drove like a madman the rest of the way home, barely able to breathe. He didn't sleep that night. Couldn't. When he told his sister the next day, she didn't laugh. She got quiet. Said something weird happened to their uncle on that same road 30 years ago. He'd gone missing for 2 days, then showed up barefoot and confused on the side of the highway. Never spoke about what happened. Daniel started researching. Turns out, 3 other people in the last 10 years had filed police reports describing the same man. Middle of the road, silent, vanished. But here's the strange part. Daniel kept dreaming about him. The man. But in the dreams, he wasn't standing still. He was walking. Closer. Every night. Until one night, a month later, Daniel had the worst dream yet. He was on Ridgeway Hollow, standing in front of the man. The static sound started again. His ears bled. He fell to his knees. But then, someone else stepped in front of him. A woman. Bright. Calm. She reached out, touched the man's face, and just like that, the static stopped. The man faded like dust in sunlight. When Daniel woke up, the tightness in his chest was gone. He hasn't seen the man since. He still drives Ridgeway Hollow sometimes, but never at night, and never alone. He doesn't know who the woman was. Some part of him thinks it was his mom, who passed away when he was 10. He found her old necklace tangled in the seatbelt of his car the next day. He hadn't seen that thing in years. Whatever happened out there, he doesn't call it a ghost story. He just says, some roads aren't meant to be traveled after dark. Some people aren't meant to be found. And sometimes, the only thing between you and what's waiting in the dark is love.